What's going on, you guys? Gamer Nightwing here. I'm bringing you guys a commentary free-for-all in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And if the title didn't already give it away, I'm going to be talking about the idea of religions and how smart that shit is actually. No one really gives credit well, I don't know who invented these religions, but whoever did was a fucking genius. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the idea of, I'm going to talk about Christianity, I guess. And first of all, I have no issues with religion. I think it's a great idea. If it's making you get your shit together, then by all means believe in that crap. Uh, I'm not really Christian myself. I don't hate religion. But anyways, the idea that taking your children to church is supposed to be a good thing, and in my opinion it is. It's a pretty smart thing actually, because there's this strange phenomena, if you guys don't know about it, it's called nostalgia. And now what nostalgia means is basically when you think back about something, like any memory, like back from a long time ago, and for some reason it seems a lot better than it actually is. Has that ever happened to you? For example, me, when I was say about 8 or 7 or 9 or so, lived in like a really poor family actually, so we couldn't really afford all these fancy gadgets that we can now. I work now, so I can afford like these games and stuff that I do now. But at the time, we were playing like shitty Game Boy games that are probably like pre-owned games. Very rarely did we ever get like new games. We always buying like those little shitty like $5 games on Game Boy when it was like the PS3 era. So we were really like we were really poor. But for some reason, thinking back, all the shit we used to do back then seemed like heaven. You know, the only thing I really uh, genuinely miss about my childhood was Star Wars Battlefront. The old Star Wars Battlefront on the PS2. That game was pretty good, even till now. I'd still play the crap out of that game if I had it. But yeah, nostalgia. Basically, what I'm thinking, whoever invented religion or Christianity, apparently it's Christ, but whoever did, that genius made it so taking your kids to church at an early age would somehow, in my opinion, trigger some sort of nostalgia or some sort of memory, so that in the future when their parents are dead and they're not being forced to go there, I think that they'd go on their own because it brings them a good memories, nostalgia, like I said earlier, and it seems way better and makes them happier, you know, going to church. And in no way am I saying this is a bad thing, or if you're enjoying going to church at your own will because of nostalgia, because it seems great, like a great memory, and it makes you happy, then it's good. It doesn't make you stupid. And even if you are stupid, as long as you're happy, it only matters if you're happy, really. I'd rather be an ignorant person and be happy than be a smart person and be miserable. Wise person and be miserable. Smart doesn't have anything to do with life, but you know what I mean. Now another thing I do want to say about religion, that God was a fucking genius. You know how? Well, I don't know who said it was either God or Jesus. I have no idea. I know nothing about religion. I'm an absolute noob, even though I was told to go to church at a young age. I don't really like it still. I don't know, nostalgia didn't work on my end. But the idea that you guys have probably heard this before, treat your enemies like your friends, like show them love or something. And that's a pretty smart thing to do actually, because if you, okay, so say someone's bullying you, right? I don't know what example, someone's bullying you, someone's beating you up every day, and you start showing that you hate him, he's gonna be like, yeah, it's working, right? Like, I'm pissing him off, and that's good in his eyes. It's good that he's pissing you the fuck off, and that's what he wants to happen. But if you show him like love, even after he's beating the shit out of you on a daily basis, I think that sounds funny. Even if he's beating the shit out of you on a daily basis, and you show him that you love him or her, that'd be weird if a girl's beating you up. But if you love the person, show that you love the person, and you're still friendly to the person, it's gonna fuck with their head. It's not that you should be treating everybody nicely. It doesn't make you a nice Christian. It makes you a fucking evil genius. If you're acting nice to someone who's trying to piss you the fuck off, it's gonna start pissing them off even more. And they're not gonna know what to do because they're trying to piss you off so hard and it's not working, and it's just pissing themselves off even more. It's gonna like destroy them from the inside, so to speak, if you know what I mean. So God is a fucking genius. Christians are, you know, well, ignorant but genius in a way. They do genius stuff but are ignorant, and I am proud of them. It only matters if you're happy, really. It's too bad that I'm not ignorant, and I respect myself too much to believe in any religion at the moment. I'd probably start believing in religion, like closer to my death, because what does it hurt to what if there is a God? What does it hurt to just converse with religion? Tell yourself that some shit exists, um, because you really have nothing to lose. Maybe yourself, your dignity, but um, as long as no one knows you're a Christian or whatever, Islamic, Muslim. If you go in heaven, if there is a heaven, you might as well start preparing for the trip, right? Because you're gonna die. You might as well turn into a Christian, right? And God loves you, like He says. So if you turn to a Christian at the last minute, God still loves you. So fucking turn into that religion. That's what I personally do. So yeah. Now, do I personally have any problems really with any religion? No, not really. Except when you're doing harm to anyone else. Like, it's okay to believe in your own silly little fantasies as long as it's not hurting anybody. Like, for example, some of the Islams or the Muslims, I'm not offending anybody, by the way. I'm trying not to offend anybody. I must be offending somebody. I probably won't, because I don't get that many views, but if you're hurting somebody else in the name of religion, that's kind of, you know, un-Christian-like or un-Muslim-like. I don't know anything about Islam, and if you're taught to kill people to go to heaven or something, but that seems pretty ironic for someone who's religious and is supposed to be a kind person with good morals and everything. And that seems kind of ironic as to how you'd be killing somebody in the name of religion. And if that's what your God is telling you to do, then I think you got a problem with God or something, or you're being taught something by the wrong God. But I don't have any problems with religions. Like I said, I wish I was I don't want to use the word ignorant because it seems kind of rude, but I'll use it anyways. I don't mean it in a rude way, but I am not ignorant enough to believe in like a deity or something that will raise you to heaven if you're being a nice guy. I don't believe in Santa Claus anymore, is what I'm saying. Me personally, and maybe in the future I will tell myself to believe in that sort of stuff if it makes you happy. For some people it makes them happy. A lot of people it makes them happy. If it really matters if you're happy, to be honest, and that seems like a smart thing to do. I'd love to believe in something like that. It seems like a great time, but me personally, I don't believe in that stuff. I find it kind of silly-ish for me. Something I wouldn't believe in. But yeah, if you guys agree to any of this stuff, feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, etc. Subscribe for future Black Ops 3 videos. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.